Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video with me, Shruti. You're watching Living Our Ascension. So so it's like the individual process, the process of ascension for humanity at a mass level is like the individual process that we go through as well, just that it usually takes longer, So what is your role within it is to act as a guide, whether you are creating things. Let's say you are a creative person, it's through the things that you are creating, or just the projects that you are creating, through what you are speaking, like I'm doing, through self-expression in this way. Sometimes some people have a different energy. For them, they just hold a certain energy and they just affect the masses around them as well, and it can be a combination of all. Especially when we come to a certain level in our ascension, we are filled with so much light that it has to, it pours out of us, so it's usually more than just one. It becomes so aligned that is becomes our devotion and dedication. But there is no going back once you know. And so now I come to another main point, is that when you know something, whether that's humanity getting to know things, small things that, let's say, we already knew that this is wrong, this is right, or this is not aligned, this is not serving the planet, but for them it's a shock. They're getting to know now, and they can't go back from that knowing. And when I say knowing, I don't just mean that they've heard it before. We've all heard, be nice to the planet, but knowing is different. It's when all your cells know it. Like, you can't go back from knowing. It's a vibrational shift, you see. It's different from just hearing something. It's when there's an alchemical process that's happened within you. So when you now, because we are also coming into new knowings, these ascensions, these vibrational shifts, and they're happening very rapidly now, because during times like this, there's enough energy for elevation of the whole. So that if you were already, let's say, on board, then it's the elevation of purpose for you. So there's something that you know about your purpose now. Those knowings are coming, and you can't go back from that knowing. The more that you hold on, and the more that you just try and avoid it, it's just going to cause unnecessary suffering. We don't have to live in suffering. We can live free. And just as I say that, the wind blows. So just like the wind, we're free. It's about freedom. And now you know what's right, what is aligned, and the next step after the knowing, you know something. Okay, you have come into a knowing, whether outside circumstances jerked you and forced you into it, or through your own self-discovery and efforts, you came into a certain knowing, but you're here now. So what do? Now the next stage is just to open your heart. Like I was saying, don't try and grasp, because you're losing a sense of time, and there's all these ascension symptoms happening. Things are different. You're perceiving reality different. You don't know what's happening in your external, what's happening with my job, my money, my relationship seem different. Just relax, open your heart, and make, it's time to make a permanent change. The knowing stage comes first. When you know something, you have to then do it, implement it, and not just once. It's a permanent shift. Remember that. There's a permanent shift that's happened in the body that hosts you. And now if you don't act from it, then it'll create some discord. You'll experience some, maybe feeling uncomfortable in the body, feelings of loneliness, isolation, or lack of purpose, some health problems, whatever it might be. But there's no going back from knowing. So we need to make small but permanent changes. Commit to it in a small way. Don't go for something that you can't handle. Make a small one, but be committed. Let it be consistent, and let it be whole. Your whole, the whole of you is there, present, devotion. So open your heart is the next stage, and make a permanent commitment. Devotion is the next stage. So we're letting those structures go. And yeah, I do have a lot more to say, but I'll put it in the form of other videos, because otherwise it becomes too long. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this video made sense. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. If you have any questions, comments. But we have come into this is a momentous time. We've come into a different vibrational level, and at one, it feels really good to be here. You know, I know that what's happening in the world is not pleasant, but the larger picture is that we have moved into something else, you know, and we'll be seeing it in the time to come as well, but you already know. So, you know, act from it. And it's all about devotion, and that becomes your service. If you're wondering what is my purpose, what is my service, that is what it is. That small thing that you know needs to be done. And show up for yourself, you know, because yourself, it's not something selfish, it's something larger from within you, a larger part of you that is aligned with the frequency of all that is, with the frequency of service. So that self, when it speaks from within you, this master within you, you need to allow that master to come through and allow the master to act, and it becomes easy. It doesn't have to be hard, but we just have to step aside and just allow. So that's it from me. Please don't forget that about the sale that I have. I'm looking forward to working with people, you know, because this is my part, this is my knowing, you know, this is my next step. And so I'm really excited to do that. If any of you would like to check out those readings, you know, 50% sale is quite a discount. Yeah, that's it. I'll catch you in the next video very soon. Probably the next one will be the weekly update, the weekly reading.